Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today what we're going to do is we're going to validate an email, and if the email is a valid email we're going to create a text file on the desktop and save it in that. If the email isn't valid, we're going to tell the user the email isn't valid. So what I've done here, I've started off, I've created a scalar variable called path. That's my path on Windows to my desktop, and I've changed directory into that path, and I've created a function here called validate email. So we're going to print a message to the user telling the user to enter email, and we're going to get user input. So we're going to use chomp for the new line, then my scalar email, assign it to standard input here, so we'll get the input from the user using this, and then we're going to create a conditional called if to evaluate something. Now we're going to use a regex pattern here. I've already got it here, so I'm just going to paste it in. So that's my regex pattern here. So I'll just go through it in a minute with you. Right, okay, so scalar email, and this here is matching any of these characters. So this little character here means at the start of an email. So we're matching characters A to Z lowercase, A to Z uppercase, and we're matching numbers 0 to 9. And we're matching dots as well, we're matching like hyphens, and then we're matching the @ character, and again characters A to Z lowercase, uppercase, numbers, and that's on the end there with this little anchor character here. Right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to print a message to the user, print scalar email valid, saving, tell them the email is valid if it's valid, and then I'm going to do sleep here, which will pause it, and I'm going to enter in 1, which means 1 second. If I wanted to pause it for 10 seconds, I'd enter 10 in. So I just want it to pause briefly for 1 second. And then we're going to create, so I'm going to create an array here called my saved emails. So it's going to be an empty array. So if that's alright, we're going to say at saved emails are array, and then scalar email. So we're going to push the email into the array if it's a valid email, of course. And then what we're going to do is we're going to print out the array so you can see that it's actually in there. So simply email, then saved emails. Okay, so we'll print it out if it goes in there so you can see that it's in there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create a text file, so we can do that with open, create a file handler, scalar, I'm just going to call it FH, and call it whatever you want to, but for me FH will do, and then this character here which we'll create and write to it, and then we'll just give the file a name, so I'm just going to call it emails.txt, like that. Then we're going to do the error handler, which is or die, so if something goes wrong we'll throw an error creating, something like that, something very generic. Okay, and then we're going to print scalar fh, the file handler, and the email, we're going to print it into there. And then once we've finished, we're going to close the file. So close scalar fh. Right, now we've got else. So if else that's not the case, we're going to tell the user. So print scalar email not valid. Okay, so that should just about do it. Let's just save it, and we'll call the function validate emails. Save it. Let's run it. Okay. Okay. To validate email, not emails. Okay, let's run it again. Okay, so enter an email. So I'm just going to enter a really bummy email, dave@hotmail.com instead of .com. Let's hit enter. Not valid. Okay, so that's not valid at all. So let's enter a valid email into here. So I'm just going to say dave@hotmail.com. Hit enter. Valid and saving, and it's also saved it into our array and printed it out there for us. So let's go to the desktop, and we've got emails, and there we go, it's saved it into the text file. So there you go, folks. Bob's your uncle and Fanny is your auntie. I hope you enjoyed that, and remember, if you're not already subscribed, make sure you take a couple of seconds of your time to hit that subscribe button below. It'll help me out, and you can give me a thumbs up as well and drop me a comment, and I'll catch you in another video. Bye-bye.